Thank you, Madam President. Members, today I rise to recognize the life and legacy of someone who many have called an institution in the Capitol. He was an effective lobbyist for decades after working in both the legislature and legislative and executive branches of California government. I ask that we adjourn in the memory of Dave Ackerman. I first met Dave Ackerman in, I think it was 1981, when I was working on an issue with the Lands Commission, and he was on the Lands Commission representing Lieutenant Mike Curb at the time. Dave started his career in the early 1970s, serving as Chief of Staff to Assemblymember Frank Lanterman of the important Lanterman Act. Dave then became Chief of Staff for Republican Mike Curb after Mike Curb beat Merv Dimely, who I worked for during the Jerry Brown's second term in office. It was there that he developed a good working relationship with former Governor Gray Davis, who at the time was Jerry Brown's Chief of Staff. Anytime Governor Brown left the state meant that the Lieutenant Governor Curb was acting governor. This could potentially, members, have resulted in significant partisan mischief, but that, I think only in one time, an appointment of a judge occurred because the two chiefs of staff had an extraordinarily good working relationship. His last public sector job was serving as Undersecretary of Transportation for Governor Deukmejian. It was then that he made his transition to lobbying, becoming Vice President and Chief Lobbyist for the California Chamber of Commerce. From there, forming DGA Associates. He became a leader in transportation finance and worked on several statewide ballots, raising over $30 billion, members, for highways, roads, rail projects up and down the state of California in all of your districts. Dave's final career move was partnering with the extraordinary Paul Gladfelty to start a Sacramento-based lobbying firm, the Apex Group, which he was partner for 25 years. In retirement, Dave enjoyed the outdoors by spending time in golfing, snow and water skiing, and fell in love with Maui, where he ultimately retired with his wonderful wife, Dee Dee. Dave is survived, as I say, by Dee Dee, their son Jeffrey and his wife Erin, their daughters Jennifer and husband Scott, and their children Cameron and Blake. I ask members that we take a moment to adjourn in the memory of Dave Ackerman.